Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I am here at Starbucks and we're going to try the new tie-dye Frappuccino. Not only am I going to try the new tie-dye Frappuccino, but I'm also going to make it. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video to see how to make your own tie-dye Frappuccino. You also want to stay tuned to see how the barista is going to make my tie-dye Frappuccino, and let's see how it compares to the marketing advertisement that Starbucks does for it. So for right now, let's go inside and get our tie-dye Frappuccino. You have the tie-dye Frappuccino here. Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so I had to come to my car to try this out, and here it is. You may not see it too good. The lighting isn't great here, but I tried to get as many pictures and videos of it before I try it out. And here it goes. We're going to try it out and see how it tastes. My first impression of the tie-dye Frappuccino. It's kind of like a banana. It's like a mix between a banana and, I don't know, like it has a slight banana taste. Actually, it has a strong banana taste. There's pretty sprinkles and stuff on there, of course. You have blue, green, yellow, red, orange, it looks like. And then the barista did a really good job with this, and it really looked really good. It looked a lot like the advertisement. I thought for sure I'd seen a BuzzFeed post where the drink looked nothing like the advertisement, but in this case, the barista did a great job and really did good making it look like the picture you would see in the advertisement. So now, after we're back home from Starbucks trying their version of the tie-dye Frappuccino, I'm going to show you how you can make it in your own home. So one of the first things you need to do is start out with some colored sugar. Now, pink and blue are the main two you're going to need for this. So I have a whole bunch of pink, but I don't have a lot of blue. You can't really tell in here, but there's only a little bit of blue. So I'm gonna make some more blue. You can also use yellow and green as well, and I am gonna use that for the top to decorate it, but for the sides, it's gonna be pink and blue. Now, if you're like me and you don't wanna run out and buy some more blue colored sugar, just take some regular sugar, regular granulated sugar you can find in your kitchen, and a little Ziploc bag. Pour it in the bag, and then take some gel-based food coloring. Be sure it's gel-based because sugar and water don't go good together, and if you put water-based food coloring in there, it'll just dissolve the sugar. So just want to put a drop or two of this gel-based blue food coloring in there with the sugar. That might be enough. There you go, I did 2 drops. Now you want to let all the air out of the bag, zip it up, and then you just want to work this with your fingers. And it takes a little while, but we'll get it. And when you're happy with the color that your sugar has turned to, now you're done. So I didn't give you any measurements for this because you can use as much sugar as you like. Try not to have any leftover waste. And you can save it, of course, for your next project. So now I have our Starbucks cup that we got from Starbucks that I just tried our tie-dye Frappuccino in. I washed it out and everything. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wet the inside of this cup and just drain it out. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So I just put some water in there, splashed it around, got a little wet, and now what we're gonna do, we're only gonna put pink and blue on the inside of this. And the reason why is our Frappuccino itself is gonna be yellow. And when you put yellow and blue together, what does that make? Write in the comments below if you know what that makes. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this blue sugar that we just made and just sprinkle it a little bit on here. And it's not sticking very much. Might go to plan B here. Now that didn't work as planned, so what I'm gonna do is plan B. I wet the inside of this glass after I cleaned it out again. I'm gonna put this in the freezer just for about 5 minutes. And what that will do is frost the inside of that glass, and even though it's a cup, plastic, but it'll frost it, and then it will be moist enough to have our colored sugar stick to it.
5 minutes later.
Now our cup has been in the freezer for a few minutes, and you can see it's nice and frosty. This is perfect, and our sugar should stick to it now. So here we go, let's give it a shot. Grab a pinch of this blue sugar, and it's a little better, but not perfect. I'm gonna put in a couple little spots here. Just really try to get it on the sides. Some of it will go to the bottom, but that's okay. Now for the pink, we are gonna do the same thing, just on a different side. And I would say the hardest part of this is actually getting the sugar to stick to the side. If you can figure that out, let me know. Now that we have our cup prepared, what we gotta do is set this aside carefully so it doesn't knock the sugar off the sides of it. And we're gonna bring in a blender and do the heavy work. Now this is a very simple recipe. All you need is a blender or a food processor if you don't have a blender. We're gonna start off with about 2 cups of ice. 1 cup of milk. I'm using whole milk here. You can use 2% if you'd like, or any other variation of milk. Now, because this is a banana flavored Frappuccino, I'm gonna use banana extract. I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, that's a lot. I put a little bit more than a teaspoon of banana extract in there, and I can smell that banana right now. If you want, you can put real bananas in there, just mash them up, have that it's really best if bananas are just at that ripe stage, and you can put them in there and blend them up, and that will work well if you want to go to the natural route. Next step, because bananas are yellow and so is this Frappuccino, I have some yellow food coloring. This is gel-based food coloring. I don't think it makes a difference whether you use gel or water-based at this stage. But gel-based tends to give a brighter color. So I just put about 3 drops in there. Let's close this up and blend this. Alrighty, so let's move that aside. And this is what it looks like in there. Really good. Now, the fun part, we're gonna pour it into our cup, prepared cup. Now I have a prepared cup. I'm gonna pour this in there, and I'm gonna try to get it to where it doesn't push the stuff down off the sides. And as you see here, we have the multicolors working. So that pink and the blue, the yellow and the blue turned green. The pink kind of made it look red, and there's our little tie-dye little action working there. Really good. Awesome. So now what we need to do is put some whipped cream on top. So I got some whipped cream, here we go. Now I'm gonna sprinkle some blue sprinkles. Also some pink. And now we'll use the yellow sprinkles too. And green. So now we're going to compare my tie-dye Frappuccino to Starbucks Frappuccino. Now you can see it has the pinks and the blues and all the tie-dye colors that you can have. The top looks pretty good, pretty close to Starbucks version. And I couldn't get a lot of that sugar to stick to the sides. I'll figure out a way of doing that in the future. But overall, it's pretty good. It looks a lot like the one made from Starbucks. Now I have to give props to my barista at Starbucks. She did an amazing job of making it look like the advertisement that Starbucks did. So mine doesn't exactly look that way, but it looks pretty close. Overall, I think it did pretty good. Write down in the comments, let me know how well I did with comparing this to the Starbucks Frappuccino. Now, the ultimate thing, the taste. Let's taste this out and see if it tastes like the one from Starbucks. So here we go. It has a slight banana taste to it, just like the one at Starbucks. It didn't have this overwhelming banana taste. It is a bit runny. I think I needed either more ice in here or something. Okay, it was just where my straw was that time. It got a little runny. So this time it was better. So you don't need more ice. I had my straw in a place where it was getting just liquid and no ice. But just moving around a little bit. Pretty good. I think implementing real bananas to this would work so much better. I think it really will hold that flavor more. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check out my unicorn Frappuccino I made a couple years ago, and that is a play off of Starbucks unicorn Frappuccino. I think it did a great job with that one. It turned out really well, and if you like this one, you're gonna definitely like that video. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Also share it with somebody who you think would enjoy this video as well. And until then, I'll see you next time.